Honestly, I don't know what to expect. This is my first year at Game of Life, and hopefully I learned something useful for the future.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to the
Game of
Life.
Welcome to the Game of Life Youth Conference put on by the Kent Police Department. This is a program that we are very, very proud of in the police department, with a focus towards working with the kids in our community to help build skills, to build a better community, a safer community ultimately, but to work on some of those skills to make better citizens and have a better community. So on behalf of the Kent Police Department, thank you, and we really appreciate the participation in this program.
It's important for students to go through this program because it gives them the opportunity to take the lead in planning things for their schools that are specific to the needs of their school. So it could focus on topics of underage drinking prevention, diversity, leadership development, marijuana prevention, whatever the students feel is a specific need for their school. Then that's kind of what they look for when they're here at the conference, and then they can take that back with them.
I'm here with my fellow classmates and my teacher to get more ideas to participate in this organization called We Day, and that's an organization that helps child poverty and helps kids get more education and clean water around the world. And we're here to just find more ideas to actually get that ticket to make the world a better place in the future.
Okay, Hannah, what were your expectations for the Game of Life today?
Well, I didn't really have any set expectations. I just knew that I was going to learn some leadership skills that I could bring back to my school, and those expectations were met. I learned a lot.
Did you enjoy our keynote speakers?
Yeah, definitely. I loved the drummer, which was our first keynote speaker, and he really brought up the energy, and I think that carried on through the whole conference.
All right, fellas. Cool. So, everybody, one more time.
Did you have any expectations this morning when you came?
Well, I knew that it was like a leadership conference, so I thought we were all going to be like holding hands and learning about stuff, but it was really cool and it was really fun. We got to go into different groups and learn about new things, and yeah, it was great.
All right, so this is what's happening, all right? Two things at the same time. There's a magic word, the word's chili pepper. When I say the word chili pepper, you are doing two things at the same time. You're escaping with your finger, and you're trying to trap another finger at the same time, right? So two things at the same time, escaping and trapping somebody else's finger, all right? So, what's the word again? Chili pepper, right? Chili pepper, right? So, go ahead, we're gonna get started. Everybody connect.
Anything here affect your life or your daily life?
Hearing Luis Ortega's story, it reminded me of one of my friends, how they were being bullied.
We make the mistake to focus too much on the problem. instead of thinking about what is the solution. We like to tell people what not to do, and instead we should be trying to tell them what are the things that they should be doing. How can they be helping each other? And here's what you're going to do. You're going to write down who is that person that you're empathizing with, the bully, the bullied, or the bystander. And then you will go ahead and really quickly make the drawing of that person. And I want you to think, bullies, what do they say? What do they do? What have I seen? Now this is observable data, these are facts. You've heard people say this, you've seen people do this at your school, you know this for a fact. People being bullied, what have you seen? Bystanders, if you're a bystander, you just have to ask yourself, what have I said and what have I done? Write it out. And first address these two. Now based on these observations, I want you to infer. In other words, I want you to sort of think about, if somebody is saying this, what must they be thinking?
What was the difference between last year and this year?
Well, this year it seems like a lot of people are more willing to participate than they were last year, so it's interesting to see like the interaction between the staff and the students.
What did you come into this expecting to learn?
Well, last year I learned a lot about like drunk driving and driving while under the influence, so I figured a lot of it was just going to be that again, but it wasn't.
Some of the workshops were taught by teenagers. How did you feel about being taught by peers?
I think that it made definitely a bigger impact because I know that if someone that is an adult is talking to you, you don't really listen.
This list the Kent Police Youth Board puts on the Game of Life because peer-to-peer education is more impactful than adult-to-youth education. They can connect with each other better and they know more of the key issues that their own peers and themselves are facing and have more of a realistic viewpoint than we may have as adults.
I think I liked students rather than adults because students are closer to our age and they relate with us better than adults.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Can you hold this for me? Sure. Thanks. Yo, can I see that? No, it's not really mine, so. It's okay. No, she trusted me with this. I don't really think it's a good idea. Is that a beanie? Let her wear the beanie. Yeah, let her wear the beanie. No, it's okay. It's hers. Sorry. Hey, I'm back. Thanks for holding that for me. Yeah, it's no problem.
Hey, we need to respect other people. Come on. This is a good movie. Let's just watch.
Okay.
Finn.
Yo, you just bumped into me. You think you're cool like that? What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? No, he bumped into me.
I'm sorry. It's an accident. Yeah.
I guess you're right. Okay. Should be better. I'm sorry.
Did you think it was going to be boring?
Yeah.
Was it boring though?
No, it was really interesting, and we got to interact a lot. We got to play different games. It was a lot of fun.
Ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
So what we're going to do, we're going to have everybody here in a circle. One person's going to stand in the middle. We're going to have one last chart, and everyone here is basically musical chairs, but a little bit different. So one person's going to stand in the middle and say something that they like. Everyone that likes what they said, stand up and move to a different chair, and the one person that doesn't sit down in the chair will then be in the middle and say one thing that they like, and the game will just keep on going.
I have hair. I like food.
Some people don't really know that you can be yourself to be popular, but when you come here, you're just like you can be yourself and be popular at the same time.
Last year it was new and I didn't know, but this year it was easier because instead of being the shy and quiet, you could actually talk to people and they wouldn't judge you.
I think all those differing conferences that we went to, we were able to come up with the best ideas to bring back to the majority of our population at our school, and I think that's going to be really effective.
One of the workshops that I liked a lot, we talked about building relationships with strangers and how do you treat people farthest away from you. So it's not like your best friend, it's someone you may see in the hallway every day. And how, remember when people came back from WASC, we were talking about
What the teams do, so we have middle and senior high schools that come to the conference. They get back together specifically with their schools, and they have basically free range to talk about issues that the students see are concerns in their schools. So it could be bullying, it could be underage drinking, it could be issues with diversity, some distracted driving, just going through the list of what I've seen done in the past. And so they can talk about those things and they pick one or two issues that they want to focus a project on, that they can do, after they leave the conference before the end of the school year. And they implement those projects and to the entire, student body. And the students, they do such an amazing job. They're very creative. They think outside the box, and I've seen some really good projects come through.
It goes a lot towards extroverts who are willing to go into that situation, whereas what about people who don't feel comfortable in a huge screaming crowd?
What is the most important piece of information that you learned today that you're going to use in your school and in your community later in life?
Well, texting and driving is really dangerous. That's one of the classes I attended. It's actually more dangerous. You're more likely to get into an accident texting than you are if you're drunk.
There was one conference called Taken, and it was about human trafficking and stuff. It was really intense, and I just know that now I know ways to protect myself and what to look for when predators come and approach you.
Our school, like any other school, could always use some improvement, and I think this is one of the ways we can do that.
I would say just have a goal. If you know what you want, just prepare yourself, have a goal, and then you can focus on that and make decisions around that.
do, and then it's like a box.
Do with the hands.
Mm-hmm. And then think, think and peel.
Perfect heart.
Yeah, it's a good one. Okay, so what they say is nothing most of the time.
And the folks in the room here will support you, and then we're going to get into our groove. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, when I say all, you say yeah. All? Yeah. All? Yeah. All?
Yeah. We have a couple of different ways that people can get involved, almost of all ages. Middle and senior high school students can join the Kent Police Youth Board, and they can do that by contacting me, and I can give them our meeting schedule. It's a volunteer group that we meet 2 to 3 times a month during the school year and focus on drug and alcohol prevention, and it's community-wide. So we work closely with the schools, businesses, parents, and for adults in the community, they can find out more information about the Kent Drug Free Coalition as well. That helps put this on in conjunction with the youth board, and they can contact me as well for more information.
Hey.